Greetings all, FerrariMan601 here. Welcome back to Cold Waters. And as you can hear, we have got a flurry of activity going on from our sonar guy and our radar guy. Welcome aboard the battleship USS Iowa. And yeah, I'm keenly aware that the Iowas, as best as we're aware, did not carry sonar. Mostly because they were loud, which means that sonar would be pretty useless. However, we do have a number of contacts out here. We are running in the vicinity of the Bering Strait around Alaska and Russia. Because yes, it is actually possible from the United States to see Russia from your house. However, we're not entirely sure what's going on around here. We've got reports of Russian activities, and it appears that, oh yes, we indeed do have some Russian activities. We have got a frigate out here. We have got what appears to be a carrier out there as well. Yeah. Is that the mythical Kuznetsov? It might be. We've got a couple of frigates, destroyers. Yep, that's a Kuznetsov, alright. That thing is massive. And they are not being surreptitious about their presence here either. Sierra 5. Right, we don't have adequate or accurate range information on these targets, but we are gonna get some shaft RPM here and just start closing. Because we kind of need to get an idea of what's going on here. Can we see anything out there? Let's see. Looking through our own foremast there. Yeah, that is one of the fire control directors for the secondary battery, which is conspicuously inoperable in this game here, which is really a loss because we could do a number from an appreciable distance with the secondaries, the 5-inch 38s on these ships. Venerable platform for sure. Master 5, yep, that is this destroyer. He's 23,000 yards out. You know what we can do? We have a battleship. Let's not give away our position via missile launch. Let's do...
Bridge, battery, low solution on target.
Low solution on target, 35%. We'll start working on that. Master 2. Let's take a look. We've got Master 1, which is this destroyer, Master 5, which is this destroyer, Master 2. Yeah, from the very limited reading of Cyrillic of which I am capable, that says Kuznetsov. Yes, Admiral Flota Sovietskogo Soyuza. Sovietskogo Soyuza Kuznetsov. So, Admiral Flota Sovietskogo Soyuza Kuznetsov. Yes, so that means the Admiral of the Fleet of the Soviet Union, Kuznetsov. That's the full name of this absolute monstrosity. Cool. At any rate, regardless of what anything may or may not say on the side of somebody's hull, notice hull numbers conspicuously absent here from Iowa, as is a fresh coat of paint. Come on, she doesn't look all that great, boys. However, we need to start engaging some targets. I would like to be able to engage Master 5 at very least. We've got a fire solution of 39%. Can we do anything at this rate? No.
Bridge, battery, low solution on target. Unable to fire.
I do not want to go through the trouble of a missile launch. Only because that will then give away our position, even though they could totally detect us at this point. Just for shits and giggles, if we reduce our speed and stop cavitating. No, it doesn't really do much, does it? Yeah. Okay. Master 6, yep. Now the question is, if they know we're here,
132, helm high.
Are they taking evasive action? It kind of looks like Kuznetsov is.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3. Last bearing 135. Contact faded.
But he's not doing anything with these airplanes or helicopters. Or with the copious missile systems that I'm sure he's got. These destroyers are going to be looking to engage. As they rightly should, if they really want to protect their centerpiece of their battle group. Oh yeah, Kuznetsov is in a hard port turn at the moment, it would appear.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 3. Bearing 1.
Yeah, a little bit.
6.
Not quite as hard as it appeared. That's what she said. Let's see. Can we open up with the main battery? Yes.
Breach battery.
Alright. Battleship, do your thing. Again, the guns will not give away our position nearly as much as a missile would. Just open up with the forward turrets for the moment. We'll reposition if we feel that it's advantageous. And that is why we ought to have battleships back in the water, ladies and gentlemen. Not because they're the most effective things in the world, although they would still be plenty lethal. Simply because they are, well, they are what they are. They are fantastic propaganda tools. And, you know, they might also do some destroying of undesirable things every now and then, so not entirely useless. Sierra 3 is now Master 3. Master 3 is another destroyer. Okay. You want to call this a destroyer, or do you want to call this a frigate? I'm you know, inclined to call this a destroyer. It's got the torpedo tubes midships and a couple of puny guns that don't really do very much. He has decided to slow down. He's actually stopped his engines. Interesting.
Come right to 137, helm high.
33,000 yards from him. Alright. Cannot see our fall of shot around here. That's really what I'm looking for. But you know something?
Breach battery. Guns engaging.
It's not. Master 3, Master 5, Master 1, Master 6. This is the guy we really want to be engaging here. So let's get our priorities in order. 32,000 yards, 79, 81% fire solution. Let's just open up on the Kuznetsov while we can. He's easier to hit because he's bigger. And let's actually swing around here to port.
Come left to 080, helm high.
You can open up with all three turrets. Alright, looks like we just had the right barrel fired there from turret 2. USS Iowa and center barrel turret 2. Let's not go down that road. Because the US Navy might have to say, oh, we couldn't possibly have had a problem with absolutely ancient World War II era powder. We have to blame the sailors, of course. Alright, that was all 3 barrels from the forward battery. Alright, turret 3 swinging around, gave everybody in the whole turret whiplash. About 70 men might be in that turret. Speaking of the actual USS Iowa, turret 3 is back, kind of reactivated right now. They fired up turret 3 for the first time in about 30 years the other week. It can rotate under its own power. Don't know if they've tried to elevate any of the barrels, but it can rotate. Meanwhile, our turret 3 is still... there we go. Okay, Master 2, how are we looking? See if we have any fall of shot in the area. Not seeing anything yet. %95 solution on target. Okay, fall of shot way out there, so we are really trailing the target at this point. But we should be able to do something. I hope. Maybe. Redeem yourself, battleships. Come on. Ah, it's wonderful. I love the smell of fresh burnt powder in the morning. You've got over 1,100 rounds of ammo available. It's brilliant. We could do this all day long. Now, yep, more fall of shot back there from turret 3, no doubt. Okay, so we're not really going to be doing much of anything useful firing from these distances, as much as that pains me to say. So, yeah.
Bridge, battery, guns on hold.
Let's just kinda not.
Come right to 137 L high.
And those turrets, they traverse so fast. They're pretty quick in reality, I've got to say. When Iowa fired theirs up, I was surprised at how fast it actually went. But they don't quite go that fast. But absolutely, if you were inside the inner rings there, subject to rotation, you would be keenly aware of the fact that you're moving. So it was interesting to watch. Not entirely sure if that was indicative of how fast they would rotate in service, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were even a little bit quicker in service, considering that Iowa's hasn't moved in about 30 years and hasn't really been maintained apart from what the museum staff are able to do, which is a lot, but not actual active duty Navy personnel keeping the thing ready because their lives depend on it. So, still impressive nonetheless, but a bit inaccurate as far as we're concerned in game here. As far as other things go, Master 1 in formation with Master 5, are they? Or did they break there? Yeah, Master 1, actually we don't have the resolution to see the guy next to him. Looks like the same type of ship. But they're running away from our general direction because I think I can see ourselves way out there.
Steady course.
Yeah. Master 2, the Kuznetsov, is doing 5 knots. Don't know what he thinks he's going to accomplish by doing that. Master 3 is also doing 5 knots, not doing anything active to protect his prize. Master 4 is... okay, there's Master 4. Yeah, so these guys are in formation. They are running away from us because they're obviously quite cowardly. This guy is going to be hard to hit. Hmm. 31,000 yards they're claiming at 66%. I don't know. I don't know how accurate any of this is. Because again, those ranging shots that we fired were nowhere near the target. So I honestly couldn't tell you whether or not that is an accurate solution on target or if the ranging information is at all accurate. So I figure let's just try and get closer. We'll see what happens as things continue to shake out. Returning here after the passage of a little bit of time, and it would appear that the Master 5 contact has really reduced his speed. He is still turning shafts, but he is, they say, doing about 5 knots here. Is he just waiting for me to approach? Looks like we're about 20,000 yards out from him. Maybe that's what they're doing. Master 3 appears to have done more or less the same thing. Master 6 still absolutely running away from danger. Master 1 doing the same, as is 4. Master 2, the prize, just kind of hanging out, not doing much of anything. He's still going too slow to launch aircraft. At least in terms of the fixed-wing complement. If he really wanted to take care of me, he could easily. We have got, what are those? Sukhoi 27s, are they? And it appears MiG-29s. So he absolutely could take care of me, plus the helicopters with the torpedo complement and all that stuff. So he could do a number on an 80-year-old ship if he really wanted to do so. However, it does not appear that he wants to do anything. And I'm quite confused at this because obviously I would be considered a hostile contact. Be that as it may, we're just going to do a number on them as much as we possibly can. Master 5 just sitting there waiting for me. Not entirely sure why.
Come right to 139 helm high.
Okay, they're opening fire on us. That'll do it. Waiting for me to get into gun range is exactly what he was doing. Alrighty then.
Bridge, battery, guns engaging.
So if they want to make this an old school gunnery engagement, we can do that if they so desire. Like that. Bold of that little destroyer to try to take on a... Let's see, in this spec... Okay, he's actually pretty accurate with his shot. But bold of a little destroyer to take on what is probably a 60,000-ton battleship. But he's actually quite accurate so far with his shooting, so let's be careful. Claims he's only 6,000 yards out. If that's the case, we're in some serious trouble, but if we're in range of his puny little guns, then that might be true. I can see us. We're right there at about 12 o'clock. Again, he is getting more accuracy than he really ought to be getting.
Come left to 198 L9.
Did we hit him? I don't know how we lost Master 5 there in terms of a contact. We didn't hit him. No. Our shooting is also pretty accurate. I don't know what's going on in terms of why our... There we go. Turris just lost the beat on him for a moment there.
Come right to 258 L9.
Yeah! Full broadside in unison. Come on. 13,000 yards? Maybe that's more believable, because I can't see him from where we are. But I can see our muzzle flashes. We're continuing to open up on him. Ah. He's just such a low-profile target. Our shots are accurate, it's just that he's so small. I mean, some of those splashes are right on him. All right. That's a hit. That's absolutely a hit. He is still returning fire, so unfortunately not all that effective of a hit. But that's a hit. He's got some flooding, I would suspect. Yeah, he's got plenty of damage below the waterline, and I think he is starting to sit a little lower in the water as well. Another hit. On fire. His shafts have stopped. Yep, now we can see him because he's on fire. That helps. Yes! Haha. Goodbye!
Helm aye.
Whoa, that was real close. Okay, so we got rid of him. Are any other ships trying to fire on us? I don't know. It does not appear so at this time. But this guy, yeah. Little destroyer, you mess with a battleship as a destroyer. Even if you landed hits, your shells literally just bounced off of my armored deck. Okay? I've got an armored deck. It's teak. And then it's got like 3 inches of steel behind it, but that's beside the point. But yeah, you're not going to do anything to me. Why would you even try?
Bridge battery. Guns on hold.
Anyway, we've got this guy who is, of course, of the same type as his compatriot, who is now on fire and sinking. That's got to fill him with tremendous confidence. These guys are continuing to run away, which is probably the smartest decision that they could possibly make. And, yeah, Kuznetsov is now doing 26 knots. Those props are spinning for all they're worth. Still not launching any aircraft. You absolutely know at this point that I am hostile to your guys, and you're not doing anything. Is this Russia being Russia, I guess? You see, prior to 2022, we in the West generally respected Russia as a military power. Nowadays, though, that's very much in doubt, and it appears that art is imitating life in this case because he's running away. He's got a complement of, I believe they are Sukhoi 27s and MiG-29s, as well as a couple of helicopters. He could absolutely obliterate me, and there'd be very little I could do about it, because my anti-missile and anti-aircraft defenses are the Phalanx Sea Whiz, and that's it. I am not at all equipped to deal with missile strikes, or with, honestly, even torpedo strikes. The Iowas are not all that great in an anti-torpedo role. So he could absolutely destroy me pretty easy if he wanted. He's not doing anything except running away. That's called cowardice. So, we are going to set our course
Come left 2. 1, 2.
just to try and pursue Master 2. My bow wave is a little displaced, I'm just noticing. Slightly unsettling. Maybe it'll come back into line as we stop turning. I don't think so, though. I'd like to believe that the Iowas wouldn't have had much of a bow wave anyway.
Con, helm, steady course.
Yeah, the bow wave is, off. Just don't look at it. But, no, the hydrodynamic design of these hulls was spectacular. You can see we have a little bit of a bulbous bow. I believe it's actually known as a Taylor bow, in that it was an Admiral Taylor who came up with this initial general design. But, yeah, these ships were really slippery through the water, hence they were able to go really fast. Some estimates and some old sailor stories about the Iowas say that they could do in excess of 36 knots for a short time. I'm not entirely sure how true that is, but it's been reported by none other than former commanding officers, so maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but it's believable. Slightly unbelievable, but it's mostly believable because, I mean, that's a beautiful hull form right there. So, it's possible. Regardless, I think we should probably just start opening up on the Kuznetsov with everything we've got, including missiles. Let's start with guns and see how our accuracy is at 32,000 yards. And then if we can open up with missiles, we will. But we might not need to do it yet. We'll... Whoa! Okay. We're getting fired on. What's going on here? Let's get the, they call it vertical launch tubes. It's the armored box launchers that you can see in the superstructure. They're in their open position, as you would see on, today you would see them in this position on USS New Jersey. She still has her armored box launchers with some mock-up missiles in them, and they've elected to keep a couple of them open, so it looks pretty cool. However, we've got one of those locked and loaded. Who's firing on us? This guy! This little bastard is firing on us now. Do you really want to meet the same fate as your compatriot? I think you do. So, Master 3... Alright, Master 3. You asked for it.
Come right to 203 L9.
Meanwhile, Master 2, the Kuznetsov, is still doing his thing. Do we want to launch a TASM at him? Do we really want to launch a TASM at him? Ooh. Some of our shots actually at him were pretty good. Whoop, something exploded. Oh, yes! How do you feel right now? Hey, he hit us! That bastard hit us! 99% hull integrity. You have any clue what you've just done? Yeah.
Come left to 045 L9.
Do you have any idea how much the 2,200 guys on my ship hate you right now? I don't think you do, as half of your crew burns to death. Yeah. 9 2,700-pound shells coming at you every minute or so. Do you really think that this is going to end well for you? You have committed what we call a gross miscalculation. Bye-bye! Yeah!
Bridge battery. It's on hold.
Come left to 126 L9.
Master 1, he's coming straight for us. You know what? I'm now just kind of pissed. Tomahawk, Master 1. Release.
Missile launch
And that's what I mean. The moment you fire a missile, they're going to fire missiles of their own. But you see, the battleships are so versatile that they can play that game too.
Bridge, battery, guns engaging.
We got a missile coming in.
Come right to 1-8.
Come on, Sea Whiz.
Inward bound missile detected.
We got him.
Launch detected.
That's good. We got him. Okay.
Missile launch detected.
This is why I didn't want to be doing anything with missiles. Because the Russians are good at missiles.
Launch detected.
What's Master 1 seeing? Come on. We hit him. And we hit him with the missile, yes!
Master 1. Last bearing.
Nice!
4.
Bridge, battery, guns on.
Beautiful.
Come left to 131. Helm high.
Okay, how are we looking here? Damage control, 99% hull integrity. So we took, we got a paper cut. It's basically what has happened so far. Okay. Their guys are kind of dropping like flies. Master 6, Master 2, and still this idiot has not done a thing to defend his fleet. Apart from launching that one missile that we defeated, as well as 2 or 3 SAMs as countermeasures to our Tomahawk, our single Tomahawk that we launched, and it took out their destroyer, in addition to some gunfire that also hit him. But yeah, this is the state of that destroyer after our gunfire as well as the Tomahawk. Yeah. Kinda has an effect on things. And that's the coast of, is it Alaska or Russia? It's the coast of somewhere, probably Alaska. It's actually Alaska. So if he's inside of the American coast,
Con, helm, steady course.
you know what we have to do as an American battleship? We gotta take him out.
Bridge, battery, guns engaging.
Stand by for some fireworks. Uh-huh. That's how that works. Hello, Mr. Tomahawk. Are you ready to fulfill your life's work? Do it. Everything now going to take out the Kuznetsov. Alright, so he's launched 2 missiles at us, trying to take us out. And, totally understand that. That's fair. 10,000 yards, SSN 19 shipwrecks. 2 of them. We're taking some gunfire as well.
Missile launch detected.
Come on, Sea Whiz.
Missile launch detected.
Alright, 1 missile defeated. Alright, 2 missiles defeated. Beautiful.
Missile launch detected.
Alright, 1 of our missiles was shot down.
Missile launch detected.
How's Master 2 doing? Yep, he's launching SAMs now.
Missile launch
1 of our missiles shot down again. Alright, his close-in countermeasures are now active.
detected.
1 of ours was lost. Another 1 of ours was lost. Yep, all of our missiles are down, apart from the one that we launched earlier, or the last one that we've launched.
Missile launch detected.
Some of them are, maybe some of them were confused.
Missile launch detected.
Alright, he's launched another anti-ship missile at us.
Missile launch detected.
Con, L, steady course.
He's launched 2 anti-ship missiles at us. Okay.
Missile launch detected.
Fire, BLS. Come left 2. 2.
Missile launch detected.
L, high.
$10,000 yards, 2 shipwrecks inbound. Our missile, I believe, has gotten past his countermeasure so far. Right, we defeated 1.
Inward bound missile detected.
Defeated 2. That got real close. We did not want that. However,
Missile
he's launched another one.
Missile launch detected.
Fire, BLS.
And we are continuing to have gunfire in our direction. 99% hull integrity is maintained.
Come right 2.
Missile launch detected.
174. L, high.
He's continuing to launch surface-to-air missiles. Master 6 is probably the contact firing on us in terms of guns. 10,000 yards, we got 1 coming in. 2 coming in, 10,000. Probably should have said this before. This is Captain on the 1MC. Brace for shock, brace for shock.
Inward bound. Inward bound missile detected.
That was close.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected.
2 more shipwrecks coming in.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected.
Fire, BLS.
Missile launch detected.
Master 6.
6.
Master 6 was hit.
1, 3, 8. Contact breaking up.
Master 6 was hit with something. Maybe one of our missiles. We weren't shooting at him, but I'll be happy to take him out. Alright, one of his supersonic missiles coming in. His close-in weapon system took out our nearest missile. Okay. 10,000 yards, we got one of his coming in.
Missile launch detected.
Ooh, okay. %, hull integrity still. Okay. How we doing, Master 2? Are you hit anywhere? I don't think so. Nope. He's starting to launch SAMs as his longer range countermeasures.
Missile launch detected.
Got 2 missiles inbound. 10,000 yards.
Missile launch detected.
Come right to.
I see him. On.
Woodbound missile detected.
Alright. There's one defeated. 2 defeated.
Missile launch detected.
1 full helm high.
And another one coming in. Again, this is why I was reluctant to begin an engagement with missiles.
Missile launch detected.
Because I know the Russians are generally pretty good with missiles. I mean, after all, they did get into space first. But, you know, desperate times, desperate measures, all that kind of stuff. We still have not managed to hit him. And our shots are now becoming more and more inaccurate.
Missile launch detected.
$10,000 yards, missile inbound. Yep. Our Tomahawk was just shot down. Bad visual. Chaff.
Inward bound missile detected.
All right. We have 20 Tomahawks left. And 857 rounds of 16-inch ammo left. So far, that's pretty good. He is making some appreciable speed, too.
Con, helm, steady course.
Yeah, our gunnery has lost its accuracy.
Bridge battery goes on hold.
So, perhaps we'll have a little bit of a break in the action here. Because this is actually quite entertaining, I've got to say. This is pretty good. We do still have our displaced bow wave, which is a little bit annoying. How's Master 4? He's at 27,000 yards. Send a couple missiles his way. See if they respond. Because if I'm detecting their launches instantly, they're detecting my launches instantly as well.
Come right to 225 helm high.
See what we can do gunnery-wise against Master 4. Not responding to those missile launches, which is interesting. Does that mean that he's out? If he's out, then that's really disturbing.
Missile launch detected.
Kuznetsov launching SAMs, not launching any anti-ship missiles. He's just launched one SAM as far as I can tell.
Missile launch detected.
Alright, there's the second. However, is that enough?
Missile launch detected.
Boom! 2 hits.
155. Contact breaking up.
2 hits against Master 4, so Kuznetsov is really good at defending himself, but he's not so good at defending his fleet mates. So now he stands alone. That's bad. That's real bad.
Breach battery. Guns engaging.
See what we can do against him. 34,000 yards, it's asking a bit. Shall see what we have got going on here.
Con.
Yep, that's never gonna get old. War on the Sea does the gun effects better in terms of the muzzle flash and stuff. You also get the shockwave across the water surface, but, you know, that's still pretty impressive. Meanwhile, yep, there's the site of the, the destroyer that we sank to start this whole extravaganza. That's fun. That's how close we got to him. Yeah. He went down as a result of our gunfire, too. Meanwhile, now that Kuznetsov is all alone, what's he gonna do about it? You would be pretty stupid to show your broadside to me. However, if he keeps on his course, he's eventually going to run aground. He's going to have to do something. Our shots are a bit off target.
Bridge battery. Guns on hold.
Come left to 137 helm high.
So I think we're kind of in this chase situation now. It may not be remedied until we're able either to get into proper gun range, or one of our missiles, of which we only have 18, is able to sneak past his defenses. He launched 2 SAMs to try and counter the missiles that we launched against that destroyer. They were not effective. Both of our missiles hit. But he has not launched any anti-ship missiles since. So I am a little bit confounded as to why that is the case. We launch another Tomahawk, see what he might be able to do, or not. It's one Tomahawk. And... two Tomahawk. Again, if we detect his launches pretty much instantaneously, he's detecting ours. So if he waits to deploy any offensive weaponry, we kind of know that he's out of missiles, which would be very embarrassing. But very much on brand in terms of how Russia seems to be conducting itself militarily. Damage control shows
Missile launch detected.
our hull integrity is still at 99%. He has launched one SAM to try and counter 3 missiles. 2 SAMs to try and counter 3 missiles. Perhaps the SAMs just aren't in range yet. We shall see. Alright, 3 SAMs against 3 missiles. Looks like, alright.
Missile launch detected.
One of them is down. Gonna have to be his close-in system now.
Missile launch detected.
Alright. They took him out.
Missile launch detected.
Yep, shot it down. Again, the Russians are really good at missiles. We've also got harpoons. So we'll see what we can do. Four Tomahawks. He has not launched any anti-ship missiles against us. I think he's out. That's quite telling. I think he's out, and I think that means that Russia probably hasn't made any more anti-ship missiles in about 25 years.
Come right to 144 helm high.
Let's see, his SAMs are probably not quite in range yet against our missiles.
Missile
There we
launch
go.
detected.
Makes sense.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected.
Con, helm, steady course.
Missile
Alright,
launch
one of them
detected.
down. Another one down, but we got two that are within... that are, yeah, they can't be taken out with the SAMs at this point, I don't think. Yeah, got lucky with one, I think. Got two coming in on him. Took out one. Maybe confused another. We'll see. Or maybe not. Yep. Didn't confuse it, but managed to take it out at even closer range.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected.
Alright, took out one. That SAM missed, another one inbound to it. That SAM missed, gonna be Sea-Whiz time for him. Yeah, took him out. It's all very underwhelming. Again, they're good at this missile stuff. It's so frustrating.
Missile launch detected.
Just launched another SAM. But no anti-ship stuff.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected.
Come right to 152 helm high.
Alright, Sam missed one of them.
Missile launch detected.
Yep, took out one. What do we got? Alright, Sea-Whiz time. Yep, took him out. Too bad. Too bad!
Con, helm, steady course.
If we use harpoons, does that make a difference? Don't think it's going to make a difference at all. Open up with the guns again.
Bridge, battery, guns engaging. Missile launch detected.
Yep. More SAMs as expected.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected.
Yep, took down a harpoon.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected.
They're too good.
Missile launch detected.
Tomahawk shot down. Another Tomahawk shot down. They're just too good at this missile business. But they can't do much against guns. Look at that. Did we get any sort of lucky hits there? I don't think so, but that's encouraging.
Come right to 154 helm aye.
Quite encouraging indeed. Look at that. Right on him. And again, we're putting him into the position now where he has he's removed one whole direction from his evasive capability.
Con helm steady course.
Because if he keeps going dead ahead here, he's going to run aground, and that's no good. Those shots were a little long. But quite clearly, he is very much at the disadvantage now. Yes, it's very pretty. Is it effective, though? Those splashes are awfully close to him. Any evidence of hits? No. No, there are none. He's got a towed array out as well. As you can see there. And it extends quite a ways. Wait, there is a hit there. A little bit of damage there on port side. Ooh. I do believe that he has committed an error. He has slowed down and he has turned and he is kind of showing broadside to us. A little bit.
Come right to 218 helm aye.
That could well be a problem. If you're him. Whoa, explosion. Explosion! We hit him. He thinks we hit him good. Hard to tell if that's a list or if it's just because he's in that port side turn. But there's something going on. Oh yes! Oh yes! That's what you call an explosion. He is being hit bad. Again, I don't know what their armor scheme is, but evidently we are managing to defeat it. Yeah. Turret 3 getting in on the action. He is no longer what we would call pristine. Yeah, showing signs of being a little bit worse for wear. Haha. Nice.
Con helm steady course.
Yes! On fire! Oh yeah, you're gonna regret the day you were born, my friend.
Fire BLS. Fire BLS. Fire BLS. Fire BLS.
Yeah! The symphony of firepower, only afforded to you courtesy of the battleship, and that is definitely a list that he has. That is a starboard list. Yep, another hit. Still trying to counter with his SAMs, but your days are numbered, my friend.
Missile launch detected. Missile launch detected.
One of the missiles is down, I think. Can't confirm it.
Missile launch detected.
More gunnery hits, though. That's wonderful.
Missile launch detected.
Boom! He's done.
Last bearing 1.
He's done.
Bridge battery. Units on hold.
Alright, so now our missiles are all going to be insult to injury. Stand by. The ones that haven't been diverted anyway. Boom! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We launched 8, 6 hit. Yep. That's what you call a dead ship. Oh, yes.
Come left 2. 145. Helm high.
Well, it took a little while. I will definitely give you that. It took a little while. However, we did, in the end, we did manage to do some massive damage to the Kuznetsov.
Con sonar regain contact on. Master 6.
I thought we were done here.
0, 6, 1. Con sonar regain contact on. Master 2. Bearing 1, 4, 1.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything out here. Master 3 is on the bottom. Yep. Sitting more or less upright on the bottom. That's nice. Divers will like that someday. This guy still hasn't gone under. Master 6 hasn't gone under. Master 4 hasn't gone under. Oh yeah. He's sinking fast. I mean, getting hit with 6 missiles will probably do that to you, even if you are an aircraft carrier. Yikes. Goodbye, Kuznetsov. Yeah. Yeah, that's just catastrophic damage. Not a bad hull shape, actually. Macrocosmically similar to an Iowa, I guess. Bulbous bow, though, on this thing.
Con, helm, steady course.
Nice. And all his airplanes have stayed attached to the deck. Maybe they're not even real airplanes. Because he didn't do a damn thing about us. Launched a couple anti-ship missiles. We countered them pretty easily because, you know, that. But aside from that, it does not appear that they had any real capability to deal with us. Which is surprising, but of course welcome. For the record, we finished with 99% hull integrity because we took a gun hit from a destroyer that's maybe a 5-inch gun at best. But beyond that, we did a lot of our offensive work with missiles as well as gunnery. That's the symphony of firepower, only afforded to you via the battleship, which doesn't exist anymore. But it ought to exist anymore because, you know, they're awesome.